Ndị be anyị ekene m unu. Asị m nke onye chiri ya zere. Ihe a bụ Ada Igbo ka ị na-anụ olu ya na Igbo Media n'ụbọchị nke taa. N'Igbo Media anyị na-ewetara unu ọtụtụ ozi gbasara Biafra land maka ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo na mba ndị ọzọ. Ozi nke ụbọchị nke taa si n'aka Deputy Prime Minister Ngozi ORABUEZE. Otu o si ewetara anyị ọtụtụ ozi gbasara Prime Minister Simon Ekpa na ọtụtụ ihe ndị ọzọ ha na-emegasị na Finland iji wee mee ka this our Biafran struggle ka ọ bụrụ ihe nwere isi. Biko ọ bụrụ na ụbọchị tata bụ izi na-esonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ, biko echefuna itinyere anyị aka n'iru akwụkwọ, gwakwa anyị ihe iche na comment section and gbasakwa ozi a ka o zuo ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche arụ. Ngwa gere ya ka ọ ha n'uju.
Tinubu did that. He wanted to stop us Biafrans so that we will not have the United States of Biafra. He does not want Biafra to be free. He does not want us to exit Nigeria. He wanted to continue to collude with his European counterparts to milk the crude oil that comes from the Biafra territory to develop other parts of the world while our people languish in abject poverty. That is the only reason why Tinubu sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to death, so that he won't talk again. That was his plan. If he takes away Nnamdi Kanu, then he colluded with Finland. If they take away Simon Ekpa, Biafra will not be talked about again. Now they realized, now they realize that the freedom of the people of Biafra is not about an individual. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu. It's not about Simon Ekpa. It's not even about me, Dr. ORABUEZE. It is about the wish of the people. We are over 50 million people have voted to exit Nigeria. Nobody, no organization in the world can stop this. It's a promise I'm giving you. None. It's zero. So we want our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu to know that we are 100% with him. Do not be moved for that which is sick we already got. We also want to remember our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, who the Nigeria terrorist state colluded with Finland to sentence. According to Finland, Alexander Stubb, you said Simon Ekpa is engaging in engaging in terrorist activities. So he's engaged in terrorist activities. And some Nigeria security agencies were hurt or something to that effect. That is what Alexander Stubb told the world. But Alexander Stubb refused, forgot. Refused, forgot, denies to tell the world the millions of Christians have been murdered by Tinubu's Nigerian security. He refused to tell the world the millions and thousands of innocent Biafrans that are being forcefully taken away by the Nigerian state, by Tinubu. Even as we speak, even as of today, we got the reports, live reports of innocent Biafrans that Tinubu have colluded with the delegitimized governors in Southeast and South to take away, forcefully take them away by their criminal security agencies they established. They tell them, just take them away. Once they are Biafrans, take them away, kill them, harvest their organs. Do not give them any gun. Once they are Biafrans, they are IPOB, they are terrorists. This is the misinformation Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and the legitimized Southeast governors are spreading across. But we are here to stop them. We will stop them, is a promise. So we want to remember our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. I would want to let you know, do not be moved for that which you seek. We already got. We already got it. When Alexander Stubb refused to report the human rights abuses of the Nigerian state to the European Union Human Rights Commission, he has committed a crime against humanity. Because those abuses were reported to him by Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. He reported those crimes to him. But as a civilized nation that the world respects, instead of Finland to make sure they follow up to stop the killing in that part of the world, they refused to do that. Rather, what they did was to collude with the terrorist state of Nigeria to arrest our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, label him is a terrorist. He's engaging in terror with what terrorist people. Now, Tinubu label me and these Biafrans here as terrorists. That is a lie that the world needs to know today. We are not terrorists. Biafrans are not terrorists. Tinubu is the real terrorist. Tinubu has a standing policy to reintegrate non-terrorists into the Nigerian military and police. So you, as a president of a country, tell me what will happen when you reintegrate non-terrorists into your military and police. Tell me what you expect. What is going to happen is that those reintegrated terrorists that you put in your military and police will Islamize your nation. That is why today Nigeria is a member of the IOC. And what is one of the conditions of being respected in the IOC? You must have a policy to Islamize at least 90% of the people around you. That is exactly what Tinubu Christopher Musa is doing. To Islamize Biafrans. So we want to tell our Prime Minister, do not be moved. Do not be worried. For that which is sick, we already got. The world have seen that Nigeria is a terrorist. Not you, not only Nnamdi Kanu, not Simon Ekpa. No, they are not. Not me, not Biafrans. Millions of Biafrans that gather every day to support the United States of Biafra government. They are not terrorists. They are not terrorists. So I want to use this opportunity to thank our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Do not be moved. It's only a matter of time. I believe Finland already discovered that Nigeria is a terrorist state. And I tell everyone, even if Nigeria, Tinubu promises you $100 billion of contract, you must refuse that immediately. You must. I'm not talking about the level contract they are giving to some Biafrans, though. Some Biafrans that pretend. Some Biafrans. The little contract appointments they gave them, you see them talking trash on social media. So I want to let our Prime Minister know that we love him, we respect him, we adore him, we stand by him 100%. 100%. Do not be moved. For that which is sick, we have already gotten. And if Finland refuses to do the right thing, if Nigeria refuses to do the right thing, we will make them do the right thing at the right time. It's a promise.
Exactly.
I want to use this opportunity to thank the United States of Biafra Defense Elite Squad, the United States of Biafra cabinet members, the United States of 40 state governors, and their commissioners, the heads of missions. Thank you so much for what you do every single day to ensure that this declaration we made, no one will carry that. It's a promise. I want to thank the heads of missions, especially this week. We want to highlight the head of mission to Austria, Chief Opera, who has been able to tell our allies the truth about the United States of Biafra, to ensure that those who misinformed the world about the leadership of the United States of Biafra, somebody like Elias Garasalos that works with the Moron Global. Again, it's okay for Elias to propagate and let the world know that Nigeria is a terrorist state. But when it comes to the leadership of Biafran people, Elias is propagating the wrong thing. And Biafrans, we will always stop him. And whoever he works for is a promise. So Elias continued to propagate the United States of Biafra. The killing is by the Nigerian state. The killing is by the Fulanese. The encroachment and the forceful removal of innocent Biafrans. We Biafrans, we don't have a problem with you. Continue to propagate that. But when it comes to the leadership of the United States of Biafra, there is a continuum no one can tamper with. That continuum is from our Onyedo Nnamdi Kanu to our Prime Minister Simon Eba to my humble self, Dr. ORABUEZE. Anything outside this, Biafrans will deal with you and whoever you try to plant on the United States of Biafra. It's a promise. I want to use this opportunity to thank again Chief Opara for highlighting and letting our lives know we are the United States of Biafra stands. Thanks so much for the President of the United States of Biafra and the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, for designating Nigeria a country of particular concern. That is what Nigeria is. And all their leaders are people of particular concern, PPC. We say CPC, countries of particular concern, is being ruled by PPC, peoples of particular concern. Because without the people of particular concern, like Tinubu, like Charles Soludo, like Oti, like Ozodinma, like the delegitimized governors and their politicians in Nigeria, without them, the policies that made Nigeria a country of particular concern will not arise. So these politicians are the main people that must be punished for making Nigeria a country of particular concern. They are the ones that support policies to reintegrate terrorists, policies that have made Nigeria one of the most terrorist countries in the world. It is those politicians, including Charles Soludo, Uzodinma, Mba, Oti, all of them, and their groups, Ohaneze Ndibo, and so that support this policy of making the world a very dangerous place. So do not be deceived when Nigeria is designated as a country of particular concern. You must target those behind making Nigeria a country of particular concern. So we thank President Donald Trump, Melania Trump. Thank you so much for making this a particular project, particular concern to make the world a better place. We also thank all the United States of America, Republican legislators that have now known the evil that the Nigerian state poses, not just to Biafra, but also to America. The evil they are plotting, the terrorism they are hatching to attack the Western world. Thank you for realizing that. Even as they spread across social media, they are propagandists, the people that they are using to misinform the world. Thank you for knowing those people. This week and last week, we have seen the Nigerian terrorist state using unapproved security agents to forcefully remove some innocent Biafrans. The United States of Biafra was redeclared on November the 29th, 2024 in Lahti, Finland as a sovereign nation. That must be respected. Whether you like it or not, we're not begging you. You must respect the declaration of the people. That is what they want. That must be respected. What does Tinubu do? He plants the delegitimized Southeast and South governors, set up faceless criminals, security agents, and you will see them showing innocent people, branding them IPOB. They are terrorists, they are criminals. We have reports of innocent Biafrans that went to march to support the independence of Biafra. Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Soludo, Oti, these legitimized governors, ordered that they be arrested, beaten. They removed their clothes. They put the Nigerian guns they used beside them. They took pictures and they were sending it on social media, labeling them criminals. With our red beret and our pins, we are not criminals. That is how the Nigerian state operates. That is what Tinubu does. That is what Onyedo Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Eba has been fighting. Thank God. The world now have seen how Tinubu operates with Christopher Musa by arresting innocent Biafran that went to march for their independence, planting guns beside them, planting our berets beside them, taking pictures, beating them up, throwing them into jails for no crime. forcing them to admit they are going on a mission. Those are lies. A Nigerian signed charter.
Ndị be anyị ngwadalụli nne ka unu si wee na-esore anyị n'ilu akwụkwọ na Igbo Media ebe si wee na-wetara onye bụ ozi. Gịnị ka iwere ikwu gbasara maka ihe ndị a niile anyị wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa? Kabara ketụsa ya bụ ozi ka ọ rute ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ n'ebe dị iche iche ntị, maka ọ sị ọ nụrụ sị mee gịnị ya kara nwanne ya. Ngwanụ ka emesịa na ụmụnne m.